Welcome back, everyone, to an episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. So last time, if you've been following along, we greatly expanded Beavertron. You can see here we have double bot production. We have an entire production area. We extended out our power network down here, as well as added some gravity batteries into the network. So that is all joyous amounts of fun and adventure. I really like it. But what we're trying to do today, and hopefully we get it done, we're very, very close to actually completing this monstrosity. Gear production as well as treated plank production. Definitely Beavertron is going to be working 24/7. We added more modules to go ahead and support that. You can see here more treated planks, treated planks, treated planks. And then we have gears. So we have quite a large production to handle that. Now metal production is where we're starting to lack. That is done here and here at this smelter, and then over here we have a smelter or two. There's at least one, two over there as well. We still have a bit of scrap metal in there to support that. We did turn off the mine due to the large beaver injury. But that is the goal today, is hopefully to get that online. And as we get into this, as always, if you guys like the content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. With that, let's go ahead and continue. And there's drought approaching, which is hellacious because that means I lose all power and all production, of course. That's in 1.4-ish days. The other thing we did, we definitely increased our farm production over here, so we can keep up with a few more things. If I look here, I do have 40 beavers that do not have jobs. 10 there, 16 over there. Over here we have 14 as well. If this gets built, that can take 4 additional beavers. That would be grand. The other thing we might want to do is over here, and we can set this up now. Platforms? Yeah, platforms. Something like that. And we can get some water extraction, large water pump. Oh, it can't be on there. That's fine. We'll go ahead and delete that. I was thinking, because we have this giant reservoir that we got stood up last time, we could actually build some water extraction out of here to be able to pump throughout the evening, per se. And this would add some more jobs, or rather we could pump through a drought. So go ahead and add some stairs right there, and then we can add some pathing like that, just to clear that out. And then we can add some more storage. Like so. This will just be water. Water there as well. Don't have maple. I could add maple, because that can get all of that. That might behoove us. Actually, let's go ahead and try to do that. So we're going to go ahead and plant some trees and bushes and get some maple trees. Something like that. Something like that. So those will grow. You're good. And we could actually go all the way to the end, but we don't need to. What do you mean it's not connected to any... Oh, it's because I didn't throw a... Right there. So now we have beavers pumping throughout the drought when it actually gets here. Similarly, we can actually do that over here. Now, the issue with over here is I'm actually going to want that. Add some more structures here, as well as there. Something like that. And then we can just add the path along there and get more large pumping. Like so, and you can see it goes all the way down. So that will be useful. Once during the day, they should go ahead and start building that. It gives more jobs, and we get more water online. Now this is the start of the drought, so we do need to go over here and pause. Turn off. We are just going to lower this just a wee bit. Pause you. Lower this down to 0.6. Figured out there's a shortcut for all that. You can just hit P. Alright, so those should be all the water pumps. This one is offline as well. Okay, so that is okay. And you can pump through, and this is an 8-gauge route, so not ideal. Go ahead and triple speed that. These should fill up. Those did not die. And everything should stay green as we do things. Right, you're planting all that. These just need metal blocks. Again, not a big priority. We do have storage all the way over here, which is good. But if I look into the district, still have 10 beavers over there, and still have... Oh, I have a beaver bot? I have a beaver bot that is not over here working. So let's migrate the population. Let's just make you 90. So now what that should do, it should bring more beaver bonds over here. They don't have jobs, but if I go back to this district, they just have the 7. Because we did make sure there's 7, so there's beaver production throughout the night to just increase our overall beaverness. We could further increase it, so the beavers are actually working here. That could be very beneficial to us. We might do that. The issue is, in order to produce scrap metal, we need the items needed for the earth cultivator. So not ideal for that. All right, well, these guys are still working. We are draining power. It's going to be a thing. So eventually it'll stop. But this is good. Should have water reserve, should be more than okay, especially at 10k. This I do want to be built, and these guys would be nice to be built. How else are we doing? We got to keep fast forwarding to actually get through all this. Oy vey. Man, this thing is coming along nicely. 65%, hoping we can get even more going on today. Again, this drought is an issue. All right, lack of materials. Yeah, it's just the metal blocks. It's a problem. But without power, we are also not in a good place. But I think water's fine. We did solve the log situation as well. We are starting to get more maple pastries and things. You know, we can actually build a bakery. So food, bakery can make those maple pastries. I think, did I put maples over? I think those are maples. I don't know. You don't require power, do you? No, you do not. So we can actually tuck you in right there. Those are oaks. Do I have maples? I do not have any maples. Okay, those are chestnuts. These are oak seedlings, and that's all pine. So let's go ahead and look at my forester. I can plot a little bit of maple. It might behoove me to actually plant a bit more. Actually, do I have a second forester? That is the only one. You know what? The chestnuts, we don't need so much. But that tapper can't reach over there, which is a problem. Alright, seems we need to set up another forestry. We can set one up over here. So if I go to wood, and I go to, not a lumberjack, forester. We can set that up there. And I also need a tapper shack right there. So that is all covered. And then we can go to planting. Get some maples online like that. Sorry, I want it square. So you guys will have, Let's just lower the number of bots and... it's not what I actually wanted. Maybe no workers available in the district. I have unemployed... Oh, beaver bots. There we go. That was my fault. But they'll plant all that. We do have water here in order to support all that. We can add more production. Unfortunately, these things are off. We do have a little bit of water down there. And this all stays green, so food is stable. And these guys should be working on grilled potatoes and grilled chestnuts. If I look here, tons of grilled potatoes and no normal potatoes. These guys are still producing my other stuff. Logs are starting to go in there, since we do have both of these jobs active. What am I missing? Oh, you? Go ahead and make maple pastries. And we can go ahead and build a warehouse for that. Not an underground warehouse, that would have been a large warehouse. Something like that, and we'll just make you maple pastries. We'll go over here to manage distribution. So Beaverton is, if I look at food, I really don't want to import any food into Beaverton, just because I don't need food. They're beaver bots. They just need power. Now this, I do want to input. That is maple syrup. We do not have our maples online yet, so that will help us. Now in terms of a supply, what do we want to do? Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to mark those guys for destruction. And actually, no, we're going to do all that for destruction. And I'm going to go to storage, large tank. And once those are all done, I can do that. And we'll just go ahead and do some planting and some more maples right there. And you will be maple syrup. The question is, this takes 12 days to produce 3 syrup. And how much are you using? You're using... that might not be enough trees. We'll have to see. Don't know. We have wheat flour and cattail flour. That is something we are producing. Unfortunately, the system is down. How are we doing over here? Just because if I look at my global resources, we have 2 gears, 13 metal blocks. We can actually go ahead and super high prioritize that. Just so they start migrating all of those blocks over, hopefully. I don't know where they are. And then the treated planks as well, those would be advantageous. Because we're almost there. That requires not that much. And in fact, what I am going to do is come over here. I'm going to switch this to beaver bots. And then we are going to do manage distribution. Or sorry, manage population. And that required how many? 10 in total. So we'll at least do maybe an additional... I at least need 8, I think. Yeah. We'll just manage population, so... There we go. So this can actually play. So we might not get some more beaver bots in here. Now we do have 2 productions online, but you never know. And what am I missing here? Gears. I need to be actually powered, and that will be made. But that's fine, because these are still growing. I have another... They take 28 days to grow? Okay, it's going to be a while before we get that. All right. Oh, and you need to be unlocked. Yes. And at least that's built. So we are getting more storage. Ooh, that's actually the same height. We could build across. But something else I wanted to do was this. And I want to go ahead and build pathing. And then get power. Something like that. And I do need more power, and I need one of these. Because all these will be touching, and all that will work just fine. The other thing I may want to do is just build down, so that we can dynamite all this out. I don't know. I don't even know what these required. But now we're going to start building that. Potato production is just so low. Why are my potatoes so low? What are these? These are potatoes. Do I need... I already have 3 in there. How about... Can you reach? You can reach a few of them. You can help with some of that harvesting. We could add an additional one into there. Yeah, because the potatoes kind of running low. I always keep running low on potatoes, that's the thing. Ooh, let's go over here and check. Okay, you still have water, which is good. And you guys are still pumping, I think. That needs, again, gears and treated planks. But they have built the platform for it. The other thing I can do is storage. Something like that, and these would be water as well. Now they do take planks and gears. Planks, I am running low over here. Globally, we have a few. We got 3 more days on this drought, and then we will get back. And you can see here the number of injured beavers is decreasing, which is also excellent. The nice thing is if I get a bad tide, which I'm okay with bad tides because we divert most everything, but the bad tide would come through here and still power everything. And we can actually see this work, because we haven't had a bad tide since we put in the barriers, per se. And that's full. We might be outsourcing that, which would be good. But yeah, we need power back online. How are we doing over here on this battery? Just need gears at this point. Alright, we got 58 beavers without jobs because I paused all those jobs. That'll be fine. We're getting there. Look at that. 69%. Very nice. Go ahead and leak a little bit more water out of here. Maybe. There we go. That'll help keep the system going because we should be pumping. You know, we can prioritize that by haulage for now, just because they're going to need it. Oh, we got a baby beaver. Yeah, 60 beavers that are unemployed. Hurry. We need more jobs. Problem is, a lot of the jobs that I would get require to have actual... It's farmer bonding. What does this cost? 400 planks. Don't really have the planks to spare? Question mark? I have a few planks to spare. I could build that. It does cover all my houses too, so that would definitely increase their happiness. Go ahead and do that. Because we want all the families. But yes, if I look at just production in general, that doesn't require power, but I don't have a mine over here. Wood, not really. I've kind of maxed out my jobs. We're going to take a few of these jobs. I can actually probably just unpause that. So we pick the dandelions, although we don't need to. This would take 4 jobs, which is why I want it online. But again, we don't have metal blocks over there to be able to handle that. Yeah, we're getting there. We only have 2 days left of this drought. And we have a potato. The other thing is over here we are actually making potatoes as well. So these guys They're just going so fast. How many cooked potatoes do we have? We have 1.1k of cooked potatoes. Maple pastries are coming up a little bit. We have storage. I think we pretty much have all food. Let's just collect you that has a thing on there, and let's look at your needs. Hunger, thirst. What are you missing? Scarecrow, yes. Brazier bonding, you just got that. Earth cultivator, that's what we're working on. The mud pit is what I want. Ooh, something else I could do is, so this printing press here, we need paper. How do I make paper again? I can't remember. That's a printing press. There's a paper mill somewhere. There it is. Paper mill. We can take a log and produce paper, and then that will allow us to further make beavers happy. So if I go to wood, we can add a printing press. Oh, hey, this thing's huge. Something like that. And then one of these supports those two, one of these supports those two. I could actually do more gears as well. There we go, getting production even more online. Something that also might behoove us if I go ahead and build levees. Something like that. Question is, how do we get over there? I don't know if I can set, I don't think the path, no, I can't do a path there. So what we would need to do, something like that, go ahead and build something like that. That allows them to just build either side. I could actually make a quote-unquote large bypass to go across, or we could bisect there. That's cool. I actually like that a bit better since we are waiting for things. Alright, so I'm going to want platforms. Something like that. There we go. So we have a bypass to get around. But now that I can start building these levees, we have plenty of wood over here. This should help to focus the flow to increase further power. And actually, what I kind of want to do too is we'll go ahead and do it since we're already out here. Build another power wheel there. This one's going to have to be configured a little bit. I don't know if I can connect those two. It should be. That should be how it works. Something like that. Extra power wheel. Alright, water should return. You are fine there, so I'm going to turn you back up to 295. Alright, power should come back. And we should hopefully be good to go. A lot of manualness. Not 1.95. Okay. You need to flow, you need to flow, and once all that comes back online, beaver bots will be coming over there. I still have 7 in here, and you are the highest priority thing to build them. I want these guys to be a little bit higher priority. They will go there to use the pieces, but they will also start to come here. This needs to be lower just in case they break. These guys will migrate over, but we get a little bit of a buffer there. How are we doing? Too far from district. These beavers at work. These beaver bots are crazy. Let's prioritize those. And that one as well. Okay, we just need water to come. Where's the water? It is starting to flow down. Perfect. Are we overflowing yet? No. Eh, I can die. It's okay. The big thing is this needs to come online, which is just a natural water well. These guys still need another large amount of days. We're fifth of the way through that. So we're like 6 days in. Man, potatoes grow fast. Are we full on wheat? We are full on wheat. I didn't realize we'd be so full on wheat. If that's the case, oh, you're not prioritizing anymore, which is good. Once these come back online, we could calf flour, wheat flour. Yeah, double wheat flour will be good. You know what we could do is also mark resources for destruction. And then go ahead and build a district and build another hauling post there. And they can add 10. Just because we have 9. And I was thinking about doing a little bit of landscaping. Something like that. Treated flakes are coming back. We are getting production back online. Power is slow. That is okay. Still have extract, which is good. And that is still being produced as well. We actually almost have our first beaver bot to come over here and start producing scrap, which would be good. It's just so far away, I kind of want the beaver bots to handle it as opposed to the normal beavers, because let me beaver bot out of fuel. There's fuel over here, bud. Why did you run out? Is it too far away? I could build another little reservoir here. There. Go ahead and build that as well. Power is coming back, so that network's fine. Too far from you goobers. Okay, so production should be going up now. You guys just need gears. We need gears online. It's actually up you. Oh, needs to be other things. We do have full power. Perfect. So let's go ahead and connect that in. Let's high prioritize that as well. How much network is... Oh my gosh, we have almost an extra 1,000? And not even everything's online. Perfect. Alright, so we should be able to get treated planks and gears done at least today. That's the goal, right? Over here, we got one beaver bot. He is producing 2 scrap every 2 hours, basically. And these guys use 2 scrap every 4 hours. So you seem to be doing all right. How's this one doing? Huh. Okay. I don't know why the time difference is, or it's telling me the same time as the other one when I modify it. Oh no, it's if I reduce, it's going to tell me how many. So I only get every 9 hours. That would be sufficient to do all that. But you guys are up and are running, producing beaver bots. How else are we doing? Those needing metal blocks is not great. That should get things online just from here. And we almost have more beaver bots available. So there's 1 vacancy, but you're about to be filled. Now there's no vacancies. Perfect. We still have 3 beds available. Ooh, and we did this. So what we want to do is go ahead and expand out our housing network over here. Like so. And let's get some decorations going. Yeah, maybe not that. Let's get a bulletin board over here. Beaver statue. You know, we can actually put some hedges as well. And how about a lantern? And what is the range? You would need to be next to it. Oh, we can build right here. And I can build bench and a hammock. There we go. That gives them a little bit of a project to do. And that will further increase our beaver kind. How are gears doing? Gears are... they keep fluctuating. The issue is that the mega structure requires all gears, basically. So these guys require gears, and they're slowly going up. In fact, I should probably pause these for now, because I don't need them. This is what I do need. And did we ever... we did. We finished that, so that's all connected, and these are raising. Yeah, look at that, 5,000. We could actually further increase production if we wanted. So I could get wood, treated planks. I want gears. Something like that. Yeah, we could do that. All right, so what we need to do is this. And then we can squeeze everything in for wood. these beavers. Perfect. 91 beaver bots. Oh my gosh, I have 80 here. We can up you, you're fine. How's my hauler post? I could even add more beaver bots there. But these things should be coming online, so now we are producing even more gears. Are we starting to get anywhere? Nope, not really. How's the mine looking over here? We have 4 beaver bots online. I don't know why we are having issues with... Why aren't we producing anything? There's no scrap metal in there. Okay, now they're producing. Is this overflowing now? It is, so water is... Oh, I never unpaused you. That is okay. We had this one pumping all along. I could add... That instantly helps with that. Those just annoy me. Oh, it's the nighttime. I was like, what the heck? Why aren't you working? Alright, so yeah, once once we complete that, we should up overall production of those items to be able to build that water pump and that. Now that's a little far away. You can start to see here, it's starting to get 63. Now the mine over here was 81. I think that's more of the issue. We're right on the fringe of what that can support. Something else I was actually thinking about was to potentially come up here and cause a diverter, per se. And we could have power, like if I had a bunch of water wheels. Hold on. Nope, not that. This. Like this, all along this shaft, to actually open this back up. That is what I was contemplating. Because then I could have power routed all the way to there. That is definitely a project. It requires 2 districts to kind of work together. We could actually stare down to build it across. Maybe we start working on that. But I would need to divert the bad water this way, because I don't want bad water flowing into my clean water. So I want to go off the map. That might be too difficult. Unless I just divert it, we could just divert it over there. But that requires a lot of metal blocks, because what we would need for that, if I go to landscaping, not landscaping, pathing, I need these things. You can see 8 metal blocks, 10 big old metal platforms. Like I could take this, put it, here. And then we would also have, there's, I think, an impermeable floor. I would have to find it. I thought I remember seeing that. Landscaping. There we go, impermeable floor. So we can make it so it's watertight. But that's like a potential future thing? I don't know. How are we doing on production? Gears are coming up. Actually, they are coming up a little bit. Last time we saw them was 13. 148 on the old treated planks. All materials are going into here currently. Treated planks are almost done. This thing has been a beast to create. And how are we doing on that? We're up to 6. 7. So that is starting to come a bit faster to support scrap production. Now the haulers still need to go all the way over there, but that is not the end of the world. Over here we have 2 jobs available. We could have that turn back on. How many gears do we have over here? Only 5. Let's just up that production for now so all the gears come into there. We have that job cleared, as well as that one. Because why not? So that's done. I will need storage. We can just make you paper, wherever paper may be. There's paper. And then we can have a large storage for books, maybe? I don't know what I want for that. Pause. Oh, sorry, play. Recipe, books. Another evening down. Oh, we're so close. 73%. We're not getting that much percentage per episode, mind you. It's mainly this is my limiting factor. I could add if I get up here, like that, and we do some landscaping. Like that. We could add some more metals production over here. So you take 1 paper, 1 book. That's the thing. Oh, you make 2, so it does support that. So we can just make you books. Books, books, books. All right, we're just gonna come over here and do that. So many beaver bots. Let's actually go to manage population because I only said 90. We're already at 89. Just make it 110. I don't know what the cap is, but we don't want to exceed, or rather, we want it to be high enough so that when we have the dirty miners producing things, it all works out. So I want metal. Don't know if we have tons of bot limbs. How are we doing over here? It's kind of low. I think we migrated a bunch of stuff over. But once they reach kind of capacity, we'll start migrating more beaver bots from here back over to yonder. You guys ever going to start? Oh, you are starting to build. That's nice. I'm just trying to up the metal production for now. It needs what? Okay, you are producing. What do I have? 390. So we are going to burn through it a little bit faster. We might, quote unquote, run out It's not the end of the world. The network is more than fine for that. How many planks do we have? We are producing a heck of a lot of planks. And we're getting books. So if I go to manage my distribution here, books, books, books. I don't want to import that. In fact, I can stop importing paper as well because I'm producing it. I don't want to import any of that. In fact, don't give me scrap metal either. We'll still do the pine resin. I definitely don't need gears. And I am producing all of these things myself. That I still need. That I don't. And maple syrup, still bringing it in while these are growing. They're still not even full trees yet. How are we doing on pine resin? Still okay. I was thinking about closing this off just so more power kind of diverts this way. Would require me to get over there, but plenty of power there. This whole industrial area is really nice. We need 7 more treated planks and then that's done. Then we should see this start to skyrocket. Because it'll start going elsewhere. But we require a new day for all that. The pinnacle of beaver. Oh, it upgraded again. It's getting so close. How many treated planks do I have in the world? I have 320. They should come here. How many gears do I have in the world? 50. They should come here. I don't know why treated plank production is so crazy. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4 gear productions there. 5, 6, 7. 7 gear productions alone. So every 3 hours I'm producing 7 gears. How long does it take every 3 hours to produce 1? Yeah, so we should be, our production of gears should be higher than our production of treated planks. We finally have enough treated planks. So now that's going to start coming up, I think. What did you need? You need treated planks and gears. So let's turn you down to normal. I kind of just want to high prioritize this for now to get those 5 gears. And then we can turn it back the other way just so we have more water production on this side. And that is biofuel, which we should be producing. We have water, we have spatter dock. I guess this is just... We might need more of these with this many beaver bots. I don't know. We have 107 total. There's 92 here. And then we have the full 15. Yeah, we got full 15. Did I actually make it 15? I think I did. So that is sufficient for now. I should almost built the recultivator over here because the beaver bots would have had it done by now. Ooh, and a Badtide. That is okay. We are fine with Badtide productions. We will still close off, obviously, the system. Oops, forgot to put that. All right, let's turn you back up, full power. Actually, let's just make you normal, because I actually want to high prioritize all that for a hot sec. I mean, these things require what? Logs, some planks, which I don't need really planks anymore. I have tons in the system alone. Yeah, we have two. We don't have that many in here. What is producing planks? Well, you're eating planks. Why aren't you actually... There we go. Oh, my input power is starting to wane a little bit. You know, we're gonna pause this for now. Alright, that helps. How's beaver happiness? Still got those injuries. Earth cultivator is what I'm looking for. Farmer monument. I think we only have the one. I think that's the only farmer monument. We should build another one over here. You know what, let's go ahead and do that. So, if I go to monuments, what does it take? Just 200 logs? Alright, we're going to go to pathing, build a small square here. And that should be covering most of the beavers because it covers this path that goes to the homes and that path. So, yeah, look at that, 42. That should jump up considerably. Or should, at some point. Oh, it's not built yet. I'm sorry. Are we almost done, gents? It's only 200 logs. Okay, we finally got over the 1,000 mark for the metal blocks. Production on here is solid. Paper's going. That's gears. Printing press is always going. We have a beaver bot without a job. There, you have a job. We can start pumping out of there. Start getting more water. Getting lots of books too. That should start flooding the system over yonder. You guys are still producing my beaver bots, and power over here is substantial. In fact, we could try to get more metal blocks there if we're still doing fine. What do I want you to do, little beaver bot? I mean, you're working, you're working. That's working. That's full. That's full. Like, everything has something to do. Which network do you have? You, we could add... You know what, we'll do it. So these beaver bots will just end up here. Since we have the power for it. The other thing I kind of want to do is we're producing excess power, but over here, oh, we're still producing excess power over there too. With everything. How's the potato situation? 67 potatoes. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. I wanted to check the food. Do we have all food? We do. Substantially so. I built these a long time ago thinking I was going to build a water pump there. It never ended up happening. You should not have water issues. These guys still need gears, but this is the higher priority. That's a lot of maple. That's starting to fill up too, and you are... Oh man, you're draining... Oh, you must be migrating it over. But all this maple should be fine for you. Especially if I say prioritize maple. And we'll see how well this works, because this should protect. Hadn't really tried it yet. Start operating, pausing things. I'll even... Oh, how long is it? 7 days? Maybe we keep pumping. How much spatterdock we have? Spatterdock we're full on. Cattails I can't actually see. Cattail roots not so much. So what we should do is actually increase production of them. Because the cattail... What is this? Yeah, cattail flowers maxed out. It's not the end of the world. Actually, that should stabilize itself now that that's maxed. Yeah, you're not producing any, you're full. So that means any surplus will just build this up, as it is. Alright, I don't know if that'll kill things. I'll just leave that open just to find out. Alright, Badtide should be coming in. As you can see here, it's going to do nothing to us. Oops, I forgot. This actually does need to be lowered down. Perfect. So again, production over here and over here continues with the Badtide. I think this doesn't matter. I think it has quote-unquote filters in it, so it can pump readily. Let's look over here. We want to start seeing that's creeping in. We should see these die because of it. What's going on here? Oh, it's drying. They're dying 12 days. Sorry, they're drying out. But I'm not seeing contamination yet. Probably didn't need all that level of storage. And in fact, because of that, we could build another entire beaver production system over here. How are we doing on scrap? Doing okay on scrap. So yeah, this Beavertron is a pure export system. And we are starting to lose the battle with the biofuel. So what I am going to do is build another one. Catalyst kind of as well. Let's go to science. You will be biofuel that. We do have 2 beavers available, which I think... Oh, we limited it to 1. Oh, we could have just increased overall production. Yeah, because that would have been, that's every 6 hours, it's every 3 hours. We could have doubled production easily. Oh well. So we are going to be producing a little bit more. I just wanted to fill this fuel reservoir up over here. Network is still fine, still producing crazy amounts. Let's... Okay, what the heck is going on? Oh, did I flood a little bit by accident? I think I did. Oopsie daisy. But all this is set up. We can also do that, decorations, no, well-being, something like that. There we go, and we'll lower that ever so slightly. Okay, well we've definitely got at least 10% ESC today. Production is holding steady as well. Beavers being injured is down. Oh, we can finally look at the contamination. So if I look over here, yeah, all right, it leaked in a little bit. I guess it's just leaking through there. It's not the end of the world. And if I check over here, yeah, it leaked a bit more. It's not good, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and mark all that for destruction. We'll go ahead and put some more in there. How about those as well? All right, so if I come over to water, where's that landscaping? Contamination barrier. It didn't penetrate that far, and we'll still probably lose this in the future. But, ooh, man, beavers are happier than ever. We got to 46. That is crazy. All right, so those showers are off. Obviously, tons of fluid to flow through here. That's the other thing I should do. I should just build sluices here, so it becomes during a bad tide event. Oh yeah, those are blocked by bad water. No power. Lacks materials? What are you lacking? Uh-oh, we need extract. Did we extract all the extract? No, we're still good. We just need bad water. Are you guys always topped off on bad water? Yes. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to import bad water as well. I want water. Centrifuge. Alright, we're going to set that up there. Power. T connection. Like that. Water. Centrifuge like this. And then storage. beaver bots, you are going to be bad water, and you are going to be extract. So now if I go to manage district here, manage distribution. Oh no, I need Beaverton, import if needed. I definitely need to import that. And always import bad water. So now, in the new day, we should be transporting even more. How much do I have here? 23 beavers. You know what we'll go ahead and do? Platform. Something like that. District, hauling post, there, and there. Once those are built, we will have a plethora of beavers to go ahead and do things. Because we're only pausing 3 jobs over here, which would be those extra 3. Like even over here, we have 30 beavers that don't have jobs. Yeah, it's getting a little far from home base. Alright, they should build this very quickly. We don't really need a builder hut, per se. That's only 29. Planks are... Alright, treated planks skyrocketing. Yes, planks are going up. Gear's still not a lot. But if we look over here, how are we doing on 79%? And look, that metal production, we have gone up almost 200 metals this turn, or this episode in particular. But this, now we're going to be hauling even more things to be able to build and transport even more. Oh, I could actually... do something like that. Let's pause those. Are you running? You are. Don't have any bad water yet. We did get some bad water in, though. Explosives, extracts. I don't know why we're importing logs. Bad water? Yes. Where's logs? I should not be importing logs. Oh no, do not import. Don't import logs. We can still import water, though. Once we actually have bad water set up, though. So our log situation, like we have logs there, we have logs there. Oh, I didn't realize that all those would die. That's not good. Oh, this should all be done as well. So if I go to water, or there we go. They take a metal block too, darn it. I don't want to waste my metal blocks. And we have beavers over here beaver bots that are not doing anything. Way they. We'll add 2 more to there. guess we'll just do that for now. Okay, so we are producing our own extract to feed our own desires. Perfect. Oh, that killed all of my pine. Oh no, I didn't realize that. I mean, no goods in stock. These oaks should be chopped. Well, it's because they're not designed for chopping. Well, there's more wood. I'm actually thinking about getting rid of some of this because that is maxed. So what we're actually going to do, what is the range on you? You go to there, so let's just take that over. Yeah, I know. They'll give me 4 logs, and then I kind of want to replant oaks while we're at it because we have plenty of chestnuts to be sustained. In fact, there's even another chestnut there. Alright, the bad water event is almost done, and we are still fine up here. We're not really draining much, which is excellent. And this is just being pumped like the entire time. So they just have water, which is even better. Once we actually get through the metal hurdle, as one would say, we will need to... production will obviously increase and we'll build the rest of things. But we're up to 80%. We only have 100 more gears to go. Global gear production, I mean, we've increased it so much. We really have. What is Farmville importing? What are you not importing? Where's gears? Gears? Where? There you are. Yeah, we're importing. Not an issue. Alright, good water begins once again. Just raise this back up. And we'll see. Right there, Veer valve worked just fine. So it's going to push all the water this way. And then once the contamination level drops just enough, so it's almost there. It's down to 5, 4, so now these are open. And that's going to fill this back up. And then this will start to settle back down and just come in here. Actually, we got rid of a lot of water. Almost 1 level. How deep is this thing? It is 3. And again, we were pumping. I think I did lower it a little too much. That was an 8-day drought. Not the end of the world. We are also trying to get just more water storage around the map. That's why those 2 are here, those 2 are there, and that's another 2,400 water to boot. We could even add more storage over here, especially if I move that stream gauge. Oh man, we actually see the tops of that. That's nuts. And what are you looking like? Depth is 0.55. Oh, it went to 1.1. That's what happened. We did flood. Why are you guys hungry? You should have plenty of food in this district. Food. Yes. You only have 13 carrots, but that's fine. Chestnut, grilled chestnuts, not so much. Tons of potatoes, tons of spetadoc. You get maple pastries, sunflower seeds as well. Oh, we could just do that. Get rid of some of those jobs. What? There are 2 beaver butts here that don't have jobs? Did we actually further increase total beaver botness? Oh my gosh, we've reached 110. All right. 17 there. 125. Oh my gosh. Beavertron is amazing. But yeah, no, we're going to have to figure that is starting to become a problem. You know what we'll go ahead and do then? Do something like that. I didn't want to do all that. That'll add even more jobs. And this hauler unit, there you go, 3. So we'll keep that at 3. We have 350 beavers in total. Oh my gosh, 133 beaver bots. That's coming back up. How are we doing on the maple pastries? These guys, actually 12 days and then they'll have maple. They're starting to finally grow up, which is good. And everything down here is being replanted. Luckily, these aren't that long for us to get pine resin. And then this is also producing pine resin over here, and we should be, whoa, kind of not so cool. What's eating all the pine resin? All the plagues. Oh man, we're out of maple syrup over here too. Raggy. These are maples that died. Maples, at least you're going to be planting everything. Oi. What do you mean I have an unwell beaver? There's antidote right here, bud. You should be fine. Don't worry about. Oh, we got to 46. But we hopped up to 46 for a hot sec. And if we check progress, there we're at 82%. We're almost done with gears, so then gear production will skyrocket. Yeah, I think we're eating too much resin. Is part of the problem. To that end, I think what we'll do is the following. Get rid of those. Get rid of all that. And we'll do a little bit more replanting. Let's go back with some pines. Like that. Something like that. And then once those are clear, we will go ahead and put oaks there, because that will help with that. Since we have more than enough chestnuts, like these guys are almost full and you have nothing to do. Still have 6 beaver bots. Oh, you, and you. Okay, finally all beaver bots have jobs. We have 4 of these. This shouldn't be too far to go. And that should help stabilize our scrap metal production because we are bleeding through some scrap metal pretty fierce in order to produce everything we need. Pine resin, hopefully that helps support that. It will take a little while to come back. Oh no, that's why I didn't set you back to that. And I didn't start pumping again. That should come back down, I want to say. But anyways, we flooded this entire area. Oh no, that's not good. It should, as you see here, once we start dumping fluid out very quickly. This was just open, which is the problem. But once that stabilizes, this is just going to go back, settle back down, which it's already doing here. So not really an issue. This kind of flooded. That will clean up in a bit. But we do... Do I want to turn off the pine resin there? I could. Actually, no, we have a bunch of pine resin there, and that was going to be maple. That's right. So we can keep that production up. But yes, system is stabilized. We have expanded our beaver population. We still have beaver bots that are, you know, working hard. That earth recultivator, though, that is... It's getting close. And our metal block production is going up a lot. So I think next episode, with what we're doing, we should be able to both complete that and complete that. So that will be kind of the final episode. We will call this, how about we call this Season 1? Because I will move into using the iron teeth, and we'll probably do some other little tidbits as well. And why is no one taking the antidote? You have plenty of stuff, so I'm not worried about that. Oh, is paper full? Paper's full. And books. I guess books just keep going. I do want to get that dirt, though, so that we can get the mud pit online. So once this is complete, we should be able to finish these items and then get this ASAP. Oh, I super high prioritized that. We don't need to do that high priority. But yeah, our Munchkinville is looking fantastic. I'm really, really enjoying this. And that is coming back up. So this is exactly what we needed to do. This is just add more beaver pots, taking care of all of this scrap, and having those haulers ready. We're just pumping through. We still have 6 beaver pots that need to do something. That is insane. And we keep running out of bad water. And over here, we have no workers in the district. I thought we... Oh, unless the unwell beavers can't actually work. If they can't work, that would be why. And that would not be good. But they should... We have antidote in the system. There's the antidote there. Alright, they're starting to take it, and that means this individual is going to start producing it again. We have plenty of berries. We have dandelions. The system should be fine. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. So next time, definitely going to finish the earth recultivator. It's almost done. You know, we're at 83%. Gears are almost there. It's just going to come down to metal planks. We'll be able to populate that, and that should skyrocket our well-being. The contamination is becoming a problem, but that will cover so many beavers, because if I look at its radius, it's going to cover all that housing, all this housing. It will get some of the beavers coming through there as well, and even some of the beaver bots, although they don't actually care. It looks like our catalyst is actually starting to go down as well, but we'll handle all that next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, but Dr. Munchkin signing out.